It's 2022, and CMR is taking talk to the next level. Are you tired of talk shows that offer no solutions for you? Talk, 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 talk. And more talk? Here at CMR, we believe in action. Tune into our new segment where we answer your questions about life, marriage, business, and so much more. Anything you want advice on. Reach out to us for a special dose of the cold, hard truth. Having a hard time with a business? Sort 'em Out Sandy is here. Relationship woes? Sort 'em Out Sandy is here. Confused by the procedures to follow? Sort 'em Out Sandy is here. Submit your questions via email to tips@caymanmarlroad.com, on WhatsApp or on Messenger.
Members of the public were met by beach signage this morning denying beach access by the Westin on 7 Mile Beach. Outrage poured into Cayman Marl Road, and CMR's Sandy Hill reached out to the management of the Westin and spoke with Jim Maurer.
Good morning. Welcome to Cayman Marl Road. We're doing a special interview here with Jim Maurer, who's the general manager at the Westin here in Grand Cayman. A little bit of controversy stirring up this morning, and Jim has gladly joined us for a quick interview to, just inform us of what's going on. So, Jim, we spoke with you already, and you didn't even know that there was any controversy going on this morning about some signage that you guys have put up there at the Westin. So essentially it is a sign that says that the beach is closed. So tell us a little bit about what that sign is and what's going on. What's the history of the sign?
Yeah, so thank you for having me on the show. I was out about the hotel today. We use those signs regularly. I didn't know it was trending a little bit with some photos. So happy to discuss it, happy to point it out. So we've used those signs probably 5+ years. They're not anything different. We used them as soon as 2 weeks ago. That's the beach closed sign. Now, those two words are polarizing, beach and closed. Yes. The beach on Cayman can never be closed, and nor would we ever intend to close it. We need to take a look at those signs. We've been using them a long time. Maybe it's an oversight, but what they are we're starting to get group business returning to the island, and we have a group in of 75 rooms. Now we have group that's inbound, and we have a lot of local weddings. We used those signs 30 days ago for a local wedding, and obviously didn't think twice about it. But now that obviously those words can be polarizing. So it's a area that's reserved later for a function. Anyone can sit in that area at any time, but the function starts and makes people uncomfortable that's on the beach. So we're trying to help the beach goers, whether it be hotel guests or anyone from the island that's using the pathway and using that beach right near Governor's, just not to be set up for the day and all of a sudden feel uncomfortable from beach density. So it's more of looking out for people. By no means at any time is it a closed beach.
Yeah, because when people sent it to me, the sentiment was like,
well,
there are no public beaches. So if there's no public beaches, you certainly can't close up. No private beaches, my apologies. You certainly can't close a public beach. So they were kind of, I think, thrown off by what it says. So your explanation then is that there is a function that is going to be close to the hotel property where you would keep all of your chairs, your lounge chairs and that sort of thing. And you're just trying to advise people then that essentially this function is happening, give your guests a little bit of space to utilize that section of the beach.
Yeah, and as you know, and as everyone knows, we have the largest section of the beach pretty much on island, which we're so proud of. So we have North Beach, Center Beach, South Beach. Both areas get a lot of public use near Governor's and on the other side, which we promote and support. But this on North Beach, we don't want people set up because we have a function there later tonight. We are going to change those signs. We're looking at different, maybe area reserved just for a function. So it explains more. Those two words shouldn't be used, and it's an oversight. So to anyone that saw those or felt like we would do such a thing or even had, enough authority to do such a thing, my apologies.
Yes. So as it is right now, those signs, you stick them in and you take them out. That's what happens when you have a function. So they're not permanently there.
We only do them they're there less than 24 hours. They're there probably 7 hours before the function. So a family doesn't set up and then all of a sudden, of course, we could never move that family or nor would we ever, but all of a sudden there would be people in non-beach attire around them. And we've had to have people say we should have known about that. So we're trying to take care of the beachgoers and also take care of the function that we have on the beach.
All right, Jim. Sounds like a reasonable explanation. I'm really, really pleased that, once you understood there was an issue, you recognize the problem with the actual wording on the signage. And sometimes this is exactly what happens. And you're, happy to look into how to rectify that. So it's a little bit clearer to the general public in terms of what's going on. So folks, we get it. We understand that, our emotions are very high when we see certain things, especially when it comes to right-of-way access, beach access, and so on. And Jim here, Maurer, is happy to, just set the record straight on this occasion for sure, and to let us know that he is going to be taking proactive steps to address this specific issue.
Yeah, and in our Tortuga restaurant and our beach right there, we always serve any customer that comes up. Anyone's allowed to use that area. We still have a great blend between local customers and inbound tourists, and we continue that and thrive on that. So we keep in mind that beach bar is always open. The restaurant is always open. At no time ever, for any reason, would we ever close any of those areas. So we are open and proud to be a local desired location.
All right, Jim, we appreciate it. I'm sure you and I will be speaking again in the future.
Okay. Thank you
folks,
for having me.
Yes, absolutely. So folks, that's Jim Maurer from the Westin. Again, he's the general manager addressing this issue that has cropped up this morning. I mean, immediately I started getting tons of messages. I saw that I was also being tagged on some social media posts. So we thought, you know what, let's reach right out to the source instead of speculating about what's going on here. Let's get the information directly from them in terms of what this is, how this happened. Is this a practice? And now we have, I think, a bit more, information that really allows us to understand exactly what has transpired. It's a reasonable explanation. I appreciate Jim for giving it to us. Folks, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is what Cayman Mall Road is here for. You've got an issue, shoot us a message. We're happy to inquire directly from the sources to see if we can get it cleared up. And we can all continue to coexist in a very, professional, friendly, and peaceful manner. You guys have a fabulous day. We'll see you next time.
It's 2022, and CMR is taking talk to the next level. Are you tired of talk shows that offer no solutions for you? Talk, 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 talk. And more talk? Here at CMR, we believe in action. Tune into our new segment where we answer your questions about life, marriage, business, and so much more. Anything you want advice on. Reach out to us for a special dose of the cold, hard truth. Having a hard time with a business? Sort 'em Out Sandy is here. Relationship woes? Sort 'em Out Sandy is here. Confused by the procedures to follow? Sort 'em Out Sandy is here. Submit your questions via email to tips@caymanmarlroad.com, on WhatsApp or on Messenger.